All right, boys, today we're going to see if any one of these three AIOs can stop your Intel CPU from crashing. So these three AIOs are kind of like the hot topics right now, right? But I'm not going to do an individual video on each one of them, so we're going to do all three at the same time. Now, the current issue plaguing some Intel users, we're going to say 13900K and up, is it's crashing games. Now, the problem is this stock boost algorithm behavior. Basically, what's going on is Intel has two preferred cores on those CPUs, and then what they're basically doing is shoving like 1.5 volts into those two cores so that they can boost to 6 gajillion gigahertz, right? And then what happens is the CPU cooler cannot absorb that transient fast enough, resulting in a game crash or a blue screen. So with that issue in mind, basically we want to find out if one of these three AIOs is up to the task of cooling those transients. Now, these three AIOs are in three separate price brackets on purpose, right? The frozen knot you can get for, I think, $60. It's insane. The Arctic Freezer, this is the new one, the Model 3. This one you can get for about 110, which is a really good price right now. And then the Deepcool Mystique 360, this is their new LCD AIO. You can get this for about 180. So they're all about $60 apart from each other. Now, with that being said, we got to pay special attention to the Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 because I cannot tell you how many consults I've done with the Liquid Freezer 2s where people's PCs were crashing stock because that only has about a 1700, 1800 RPM pump. So then what would happen? The guy would have like a 13900 KS, for example. He would load up Warzone, Overwatch, Apex Legends, what have you, and then those shaders would install upon first launch. Blue screen right away because it couldn't absorb those spikes. Regardless of the results, I will be leaving affiliate links to all three of these down below. Now, depending on what results you see and what kind of vibes with your budget, if you go and pick one of them up, use the link down below. It helps support the channel at no additional cost to you. So then what we're going to do in this video, we're going to take all three of these AIOs. We're going to run them cold out of the box. We are also going to use them with the stock thermal paste that they come with. And then we're going to put them on a 14900 KS. Now, the 14900 KS that we'll be using will be delidded. Now, the idea there is with a delidded and lapped 14900 KS, we are removing the bottleneck of that solder, and we're actually going to be measuring the performance of the coolers themselves. So then how we're going to do the testing, we're going to install it on the 14900 KS. While it's cold, we're going to run Cinebench, measure the temperatures, and then we'll do a 30-minute sustained load to see how the radiator itself performs. But before that, this video was brought to you by the supporters of the channel. All information on this channel is sponsorship-free, bias-free, product placement-free, talking point-free. Because who needs corporate sponsorships when you have the best community backing you? So if you believe in the vision here at Frame Chasers of reducing or even eliminating the suffering of consumers with misinformation, head on over to framechasers.org, become a supporter, get access to the Discord where all information in that Discord is 100% factual and curated to have zero opinion, only factual data. All right, so here we got our 14900 KS, already delidded, already lapped with a contact frame. Now, testing the AIOs on this kind of setup will allow us to see the greatest differences between them performance-wise, right? So we're gonna start off first with our $60 Wonder here, the thermal right. Now, it doesn't look like it comes with paste pre-applied, but they give you this, this tube of TF7, so we're gonna apply this on there before we install it. I honestly have no clue how they can actually sell this thing for $60 and make any money on it. It's crazy. Honestly, I'm a little scared to even run Cinebench on this thing. The 14900 KS it's basically unusable with an AIO. But let's see what happens even with a D-lid. Oh my god, dude. Oh, come on. I really hope it doesn't blow shit up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, 99 Celsius. 382 watts. Mother of God. 100, 99. 99 all the way through, baby. Oh, and it throttled down to 5.6. Okay. So here's the problem I was talking about before. So we're stress testing system memory. This is the lightest load out of the 4 here, right? And it's shoving almost 1.5 volts into the CPU to make it work, right? And then it's also pulling 285. So like, look at this though, right? So right now it's pulling 285 watts, and the $60 AIO is keeping it at 75 Celsius, right? So it's actually performing really well. It's just that you can't run. I don't even know if Cinebench actually does anything with this CPU, but we'll let this go for about 30 minutes, and then we'll see what the temperature is. And it looks like the CPU fans are running at about 1600 RPM there. Okay, so results for the frozen knot here were 33 minutes on the test, and we're still pulling about 290 watts the whole time. VRM temperature went up quite a bit here, so we're at 75 Celsius on this thing. Obviously, it's an open test bench and there's no airflow like there would be in a case, but we're at 75 Celsius. But the package only went up about 2 Celsius, 1 to 2 Celsius. So yeah, our little $60 AIO here kept this thing cool at almost 300 watts for 30 minutes. So yeah, again, this is still definitely the best AIO you can get for the dollar, I want to say. Oh yeah, see, I don't know about this. See, they actually want you to use their own contact frame, right? Now, I would say this is a huge negative to the Arctic AIO cooler, because for those of you guys in the Discord, you know that a lot of contact frames will cause memory instability if not torqued down properly, right? So for a new user, this was not the best idea from Arctic. Yeah, this AIO is definitely the most interesting one that I've installed. So it's just kind of 2 screws on the side that go onto that contact frame thing that it comes with. And then the radiator is super thick, probably twice as thick as the frozen knot one as well. So, and then also the VRM fan. It's quite noisy, the VRM fan. That I don't like, but it does come with a separate header, so I think you might be able to control it. But yeah, really interesting overall. Let's see how it performs, but for 110 bucks, you are getting a lot of value in one product here. Okay, so we just got the Arctic one turned on here. It looks like, where is it? Looks like the AIO pump is actually registering 4,200 RPM. I don't know if that's legit or not. CPU optional, that's the VRM, and then CPU was the actual CPU fan. So let's do Cinebench. Hope for the best. See what it does. Let's go. 5.9, 99. 5.9, 5.9, 5.5. Oh, no. It's still throttled down to 5.9. 5.5, I mean, 5.6. Oh, no good. No good. Point score is basically exactly the same. Okay, so we're on the Arctic still here, and we're about 33 minutes in, and the performance is pretty mid. It's not really any better than the frozen knot, although the VRM temperature is about 13 Celsius cooler, and the RAM is about also, well, the one closest to the VRM fan is 15 Celsius cooler, but now, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but the VRM fan, even though it is doing its job, it has a quite noisy pitch. I wouldn't want that in my case, right? And the CPU fans are actually running at 1750 RPM, and the temperature is not any better than the frozen knot. So that thick ass radiator isn't actually doing shit all. So yeah, So the Arctic is kind of mid again. Although the water pump itself is improved, seems like it actually has double the RPM of the previous version. But overall, it's kind of a pass for me unless you need the VRM fan for some specific use case, like 10-hour long renders or something where you're going to bed at night and you need to cool the VRM. Maybe there's a use case for that, but otherwise, yeah, save your money and just get a knot. You know what, though? Out of curiosity, let's 5.7. Let's clock this thing down a little bit to what a normal 14900K would be, and then run this in a bench again. I just kind of want to know if it's even coolable at all. Okay, so we're at 5.7 now. It's using way less voltage. Still a shit ton of voltage, though, but much less than it was before. But let's run this. See what happens. We're going to do 5.7. Yeah, see? So we got a, what, 20 Celsius drop? Yeah, that's insane. I bet you it'll score higher probably, too, since it's not throttling. Let's see. So, yeah, almost exactly the same. That's funny. So, yeah, so just downclocking your KS down to a regular 14900K scores the exact same, but doesn't have any of those thermal throttling fluctuations, right? This is also another way that you can actually fix your games crashing. Just downclock the thing, right? But there you go. So if you're using a normal 14900K, hi kitty, hi. Who's my good kitty? Who's my good baby? Who's my good kitty? Who came to say hi? Who came to say hi? Yeah, so if you're just using a regular 14900K with a D-lid, yeah, this thing's going to have no problem. Actually, all of these AIOs are going to have no problem on a regular 14900K with a D-lid. But the KS, seems like the KS you still can't use on AIOs. But we got one more to test. Okay, so we're just about to install the Deepcool one here, and yeah, this one actually feels real premium. Like they actually, well, I mean, you're paying for it, obviously, but it actually feels like a really good unit. Okay, I'm just installing the CPU cooler here, and the hoses do block the memory if you try and install it this way with the Deepcool logo up top. So that kind of sucks. We'll have to do it this way, and then see if we can actually flip the LCD, whatever the screen is showing, right? Okay, so we just fired up the Deepcool AIIO here. Now, it looks like the water pump is doing 3360, so you don't need the software installed to run your pumps and your fans, right? So, what we'll do while it's cold, let's hit the Cinebench button. Let's go. And then we'll see if she throttles. 5.9. 100. Oh, yeah. She's, oh, 5.8. Oh, 5.7. Oh, looks like this might be the best one. Hi, kitty. It is the best one. No way, dude. Look at that. That's hilarious. So, the Deepcool wins. Dude, that's hilarious. So, the Deepcool with the LCD came the closest to not throttling a 14900 KS. So, whatever they did here with their water pump and their cold plate design, it is absorbing the heat spike the most out of the three AIOs that we tested today. Okay, so we are about 30 minutes in here, and it looks like the temperature 74, 75. So it's about exactly the same as the thermal right one, right? Dims are baking like crazy because there's no airflow, obviously, outside. And the VRM is also pretty much, everything is pretty much the exact same as the thermal right one package 290. So there you go. So basically, the Arctic beats the other two because that radiator is twice as thick, and it beats it by 2 to 3 Celsius for twice the thickness. So whether you think that's good or not is up to you. And then this one is the best at absorbing the transients out of the three. So I got the software for the AIO launched here. I did all the updates and stuff, but I'm not sure what's going on here. So I'm trying to upload a GIF, right? So I got the rotating logo, right? The one I usually use for all my AIOs. Confirm. I get this error code, and then I try to do the rocket PP as well, right? And same error code. I tried Googling the error code, and I tried going on the support page and reading the manual. I'm sure it's got something to do with the resolution or the file size, but I could not find what the maximum file size was anywhere in any documentation for this thing. Yeah. But to be fair, this AIO literally just came out on the market, so there might be some bugs with uploading customized GIFs for now anyway. I'm sure they'll fix it in a future update, right? But here we can actually go to recording mode and monitoring mode. So then, yeah, it looks nice. So you just get all your sensors on there for now. So all three of these AIOs kind of perform similarly. You're gonna find that most 360mm AIOs nowadays kind of all perform the same anyway. But the three that we showed off today kind of have their own unique selling features, right? The thermal right one, you just cannot beat the value for $60. It's no other AIO that ever comes out is gonna be able to beat that thing for $60. And then the Arctic one, the only con that I have with that AIO is that fat ass radiator. I don't know why they put such a large radiator on there just for it not to perform any better than the other ones, right? It's gonna make compatibility a problem, right? And then now, because that thing is so damn thick, you might need to do push-pull, in which case it would make it even more atrocious inside of a case. But that being said, the version 3 liquid freezer is way better than the version 2. It's good enough to where you can actually buy it and it's not gonna crash your system. And then with the whiny VRM fan, kind of a non-issue because you can just take that plug, put it on a separate header on the motherboard, and control the RPMs that way. And then the second con that I don't like is that the Liquid Freezer 3 kind of forces you to use their ILM mechanism, or I guess you could say their contact frame mechanism, right? And that's going to introduce a lot of user error when it comes to mounting pressure and memory stability, right? Never mind potential damage of dropping the CPU in the socket or what have you. It's just kind of a bad idea to do that all around when they didn't have to. So if you are a brand new user to PCs and you want something that just works with zero FAFO, avoid the Liquid Freezer 3. And then the Deepcool Mystique 360, this thing actually surprised me. So this would be, I guess, the best performing 360mm LCD that you can buy right now. My two gripes with this one is it doesn't come with ARGB fans, forcing you to buy aftermarket ARGB fans. That's probably why the price is so low. And then the second gripe I have is just like the error code thing that I showed earlier. So if you can't get one of your GIFs, whatever you want to call it, if you can't get one of your GIFs to upload for some reason, it doesn't actually tell you why it's not working. It just spits out a random error code that you can't Google what it means. But the error code thing is obviously fixable with a future software update anyway. And I guess most people buying an LCD AIO, maybe they would think the cost savings is a pro because they were going to buy their own aftermarket fans anyway. But unfortunately, there is no 360mm AIO that can cool a 14900KS even when it's delidded and lapped. So if you're a 14900KS buyer, you're either going to have to downclock the thing or you're going to have to go direct die. There's no way around it. Anyway, guys, I will leave affiliate links to all three of these down below. Use those links to support the channel, join the Discord to support the channel, and buy stuff on the shop to support the channel if you value this content. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button, do all that YouTube SEO stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you think of all three of these AIOs and their pros and cons, and which one would you pick if you had to get one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.